Yo, what up, y'all? You already know. The place to be. It's the most, don't do the most. The one and only Ogusiu, the son of Ogufii, aka Francis Joseph, aka Voodoo Child Mambo son. You know the vibes, man. It's me, I'm here. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, we came back from the CT scan, John. I gotta do surgery though, y'all. Like I already knew the results and stuff, cause I deep dive, I do my own research. But there's no cholesteatoma, that's good. It's just a chronic bilateral adaconantral suppurative otitis mitis. Especially like a liquid. I don't say a liquid. It's like an air infection, right? When just chronic, I have it in both ears. So, usually they do like endoscopic surgery to get it removed, but this the thing of the ear right here. Hold on. There we go. They're looking at these dark spots right here. These are like the tissues, I guess. Tell me, your boy gonna be a doctor too. I gotcha. Let me see. So that's like in 2 weeks. We're gonna do that in like 2 weeks. The 27th. Yeah. Let's see what they say. Is a time planoplasty or terminoplasty and mastectomy are procedures designed to remove infection from a chronically diseased ear, repair or rebuild the eardrum. Yeah, they said I have like little holes in the eardrums and stuff. Well, we're gonna be good though. There's also a bacteria that causes it called pseudomona. Right. Pseudomonas diarrhea. Right. It releases like the pus and like a foul odor and stuff like that. Like it's found like in soil and like water. I did mention dead decomposing things too. So. But let's see what this thing doing. Yo, if y'all catch the sponsors, clip it. They think my last they did not my last joint. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like playing like. I feel like playing on All Star today. We're gonna play on All Star. We're gonna see what up, man. We're gonna play Boston on All Star.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
You already know the vibe. You can tell this is broken. We're playing I'm So Special. But yeah, the August 18th start date for school is not likely. I got the confirmation to take the test today. So like, I'll be aiming for the September 15th. But we're gonna take the test before then, make sure you get everything ready. It's better to be prepared than, you know.
Spectators engaging in any such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violation of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. Thank you, and enjoy the game. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word NEXT along with your issue and seat location to 55555. Relations team will respond immediately. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game. Hey kids, free basketball night is taking place during our next home game.
And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warm. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Boston Celtics. Good evening, everyone. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Derek White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Thomas against White, the 8-footer. No good off the back of the rim. On offense, here are the Celtics. Outside, Tatum. From outside, off the mark. Here's the doctor. He's guarded by Schroeder.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Brown. Schroeder outside. Pass to Porzingis. Knocks it loose. Just 5 on the clock. Kuzma outside.
They sure this is All-Star? Cause now let me stop talking shit. My team dirt. Like.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage.
Uh-oh. Okay.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Two open that time. Made it look too easy.
And that's exactly what he's looking for.
That was in my man.
Draining the triple.
Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Keep going, bro. Oh.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break.
I just turned my head. This dude did.
The dunk by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum.
Oh, I can't blink.
Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Here's the doctor. He's guarded by Schroeder.
Oh, why did I pass it up? I had to defend too.
There's Thomas with the 3.
Better make it.
Now the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Schroeder outside.
Yo.
Puts it up from 12. Good. He hits
These
the jump shot.
here.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing
7-7.
the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Oh, yeah, he out.
And he goes in for the dunk.
But we're going to dunk every time so we don't miss.
for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from
anyone
and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And it's Wagner with the rebound.
We out. Come on.
The Nets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
Oh, come on, Wagner. Yeah.
Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar.
I don't know. They're playing like I don't know. They're playing like rookies.
Celtics trail by 4. Schroeder outside. Outside, Porzingis.
Don't give it back. Don't give it back.
Ball movement by Boston.
Yeah, there we go.
And here
better
we go.
yam it.
Brooklyn fast break. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Man, I got 7
passes
more.
to Schroeder. It's White on the wing.
I was trying to stop.
He's guarded by Thomas.
Oh, let's go.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for
There you go. Shooter.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Don't force the 3.
Schroeder
I got him.
outside. Outside Tatum. Drives to the hoop. Back to Schroeder. From deep. Kuzma pulls it in.
Slow it down. I see you.
Brooklyn, they picked up the W
I see you. I see you.
And finished off by Wagner.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
See that pass?
Tatum with it. Last game he had 28 points.
See you, my brother.
Schroeder kicks to Tatum. Shoots over Kuzma. Tatum's shot is off.
No doubt.
It's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Okay, you gotta get busy.
Pass to Whitehead.
Oh, I got you.
Now Kuzma.
That's good.
Off target with his 3. Brown outside.
Come
Takes
on.
it off the glass.
My bad, yo.
Brown's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which
Ain't
is
good
why
though,
the
like.
defense has to push him further away.
Outside for Thomas.
See? Go to double
Carries it from
team every
3-point
time.
range.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Pass to Brown. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Schroeder outside. 3-pointer. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
We up 3.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important.
Oh, yeah.
The doctor,
good
and
block.
he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the doctor in the last game against the Raptors put on a show. He dropped in 55 points, and you love what he gives his team at both ends. An amazing performance. Probably won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Brown with it. Defended now by Wagner. To the paint. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Schroeder.
We still up.
Tatum's got his 2nd bucket.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender.
I gotta watch
inside.
that ball head dude.
The doctor passes to Thomas. Three-pointer.
Good
Good on the triple. Thomas got 9.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside, White. To the middle. Here's
Oh,
Schroeder.
my bad.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. That's 7
looking at
points for
something,
Dennis
but-
Schroeder. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's the doctor. He had a career
Got him.
game last time
Shoot
out.
it, fool.
Bucket after bucket.
Bang.
4 on the shot clock.
And 1.
One falls coming off of Thomas's feet. 7 points for the doctor.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were
This
hoping
guy
for.
pissed me off, bro. He had the whole thing open
And here's
I
Tatum.
drew the double
He'll bring
team
it up for
so he
Boston.
could, so he could shoot.
Brown outside. Inside.
Oh, come
And
on.
contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Some baby foul.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But
We have
that's
6.
not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Bull. He's checked in for Jason Tatum. Holiday comes in for Derek White. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Dennis Schroeder.
They've been beating
I
them
know
to a lot of those
messed up my
loose
head.
balls
My head.
and rebounds here to start.
Pass to Holiday.
I'm
Brown outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. There's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Brown's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's the doctor. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Clowney. Pass to Claxton.
Better pass it
And a
or
lot of
dunk it,
contact
fool.
on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
He's making
Teams
plays
value
deep.
the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. Number 1, the Nets.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Brown feeling it out a bit, and it's good for 2. Brown's got 10 points.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Pass to Clowney. And again,
See, I'll
no
take that every
good by
time. I'll
Brooklyn.
pass it to you all the
Celtics
time.
trail by 3. Now McConnell. Still scoreless.
I'd rather you take the shot than not take it at all.
Bull the pass to Queta. Brown with it. Takes the 3. Does not get it. Third miss. He's
Yeah.
made 4 from the field.
I see Mitchell.
Here's Mitchell. And Bull
Oh, wow.
sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
The shot's good.
Uh-oh.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's the doctor. That's tipped.
Oh, G-pass.
Outside Holiday. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top team.
How they put me there? Yeah, let me get some rest, coach.
Shorty Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Thomas against Howard. To the paint. Claxton with the steal. In
All the way.
transition, here come
Pass
the
it
Nets.
to him.
On the floor for Boston. They got Porzingis. Hole is out there with Tatum. Then it's Holiday. And Schroeder in at the point. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Outside Thomas. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Schroeder outside.
You have 8
outside now. Holiday. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the doctor. 7 points in the game. Pass to Claxton. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Wow, they were standing there for like a whole hour, but I get called for the 3 seconds.
Celtics trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Schroeder. Looks good, is
I'm
good.
all out of bounds.
Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball.
I'm not going to block
rhythm.
the ball from all out of bounds.
Brooklyn's got fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The doctor passes to Thomas.
I only got 7 points.
Pass to the doctor. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up. High post. And Bull pulls it down.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
God.
Outside Tatum.
I ain't gonna find it. It's all reckless.
Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Drew Holiday. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Schroeder. That one drops for him. Schroeder's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
White with the double team. Outside Thomas. Here's the doctor.
Let's go.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Tatum. Inside. Tatum automatic.
He's so good in that medium range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top.
It's fucking crazy.
And he has been on another level this past month, getting Eastern Conference Player of the Month, the Doctor.
And you have to mention just how lights out he has been from beyond the arc. He's been throwing peas into an ocean and just making it look easy. I don't know if he can keep up this 3-point pace much longer, but after the way he shot it, I wouldn't put anything past him.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Here's Kuzma. Plays it up and banks it in. Kuzma's got 7.
That pissing me off. 2K announcers.
8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Tom called me a scrub. But
Kuzma's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Kuzma against
that's like
Tatum.
3 steals already.
White looking around. Porzingis with a screen on Thomas. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, pick him up, yo.
And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by White. He's got 13.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
Here's the doctor. He's got 9. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Mitchell, he's checked in for Thomas. And a change for the Celtics. Bull. He's checked in for Tatum. Here's the Doctor. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Whitehead. Cranes the three-pointer.
Get it.
Whitehead's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
Here's Brown, and he converts the layup.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better
Come on, stop fouling, man. Good Dito.
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do when they're in your building.
Porzingis with a screen on Kuzma. Here's White, and White slams
Why you let him get busy like that?
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Pass to Whitehead. Lets it go with a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Whitehead's got a pair of triples in the second now for Brooklyn. Celtics trail by 8. Brown the pass to Porzingis. Here's Schroeder. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
I got you next play. Watch.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's the Doctor. Capitalizes off the crossover. Doctor's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass to Bull. Back to Brown. And the rejection by Claxton. Bull the pass to Schroeder. The 3. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Nets leading by 5. Here's the Doctor. Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
Wagner passes to the Doctor. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Schroeder.
My bad. No layups for Porzingis.
Pass to Brown.
I'm trying to get this big fool up there.
The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
I wasn't going to do that.
Here's the Doctor. 13 points in the game. Here's Whitehead.
Every time.
The Doctor passes to Whitehead. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Good. And it's now only a 1-point Nets lead.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor. And finishes off the break.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Nets have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. Nick Richards, he's checked in
yeah, we
for
got
the Nets. Austin also with the sub. Walsh is checked in.
Why'd I get back
passes
to
the
this
Doctor.
Oh, yeah.
13 feet away. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight.
4 turnovers, 4 steals. He better not win the half.
Making the play.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nets lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome to our 2K Sports Studio.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
When I look at Brooklyn, Halloween was a long time ago, but this...
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Brooklyn's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. They've got Thomas. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's the Doctor, and it's Whitehead in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A wide open look here for Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple. Boston trailing. Poke loose. Here's the Doctor. He's guarded by Schroeder. The Doctor passes to Thomas.
Oh, wow.
The dive for the ball.
That's us.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Sure. That was crazy.
Here's the Doctor.
Like everybody had
White with the double team.
Butterfingers or something.
5 to shoot. No one covers.
Let's go.
Whitehead's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Nets.
Look, that's just smart recognition. They blitzed him, and he found the open teammate.
Schroeder outside. The 19-footer is on the money. Schroeder's got 20 points.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the Latvian.
Kuzma outside.
Come on, we're going, bro.
Pass to the Doctor. Great D that time from Tatum.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
What strength and power from Tatum.
60.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Yo.
Porzingis with the block.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
For the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hard-working. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Whitehead passes to the doctor. That threw off the mark.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Porzingis can't hit.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Pass to the doctor. Launches a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And the basket by Tatum.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's the doctor. He's guarded by Schroeder. Nets passing it around. The doctor. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
To the middle, and stolen by Tatum. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And it's a 6-point Celtic lead.
Well, he's had it going offensively. Now, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Brown, right side. Out to White. The tray. Brooklyn with the rebound. The Doctor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
I want him to keep going.
Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Brown.
Grab that.
And the shot is long. Nets trail by 5.
Look, straight up.
Here's Whitehead. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from the Doctor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-6 run. Schroeder setting the pick for White. Off target with the open look.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Here's the Doctor, and the shot goes down. And now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Porzingis.
Down 3. We could spank teams, huh? If they were going on a 15-6 game, a 15-6 run, and you only down by that little time. Yo, punch that.
Rebound Brooklyn.
Come on, we out.
After this game, they can look forward to LA. They'll match up against the Clippers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
Oh, wow.
It's stolen by White.
It hit off his ball decent.
Brooklyn with the rebound.
Yeah, the ball don't lie.
Kuzma's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
I see you right now.
And that's a foul called in the Doctor. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Celtics also with a sub. Drew Holiday is checked in for White. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
See, ball don't lie.
Wagner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to the Doctor.
plays. I'm gonna watch out for Porzingis. I said dunk on Porzingis.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Tell him stop hacking. Gotcha, setting up. Why they hack me like that? And my lash got cut off. The OBS disconnected. What I think is better, OBS or Streamlabs? But I gotta see. I didn't use Streamlabs.
Looking now at some numbers for him.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Wagner passes to the doctor. 6 on the shot clock. Wagner outside. And again, it's the Nets missing. Celtics leading by 3.
Still down 3.
Tatum with it. Now Thomas defending.
Count it.
Cool.
Good. We'll take that.
And it's 13 points for Jason Tatum.
And it's going to take more
Stop
than
putting your hands up
to
and
stop
stay
Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Tries the spin move. The doctor. Nice D from Porzingis.
I must catch this fool.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. And he makes that one.
Man.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
Pass to Claxton. Wagner outside. Thomas against Holiday. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut back down to 5 points in the make from the doctor.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this
Need
sort
a
of
3
a grind
and a
it
stop.
out game.
Outside Tatum.
Or stopping at 3.
Brown outside. From downtown. And there's Schroeder.
Oh,
That's
man.
good. The assist by Brown. Schroeder's got the lead up to 8 now for the Celtics. Here's the doctor. He's guarded by Schroeder. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
On a roll now. He is on fire.
Schroeder outside. That's tipped.
Good D. Close.
To the inside.
All the better. All the way with it.
Thrown down hard with both hands.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Wagner.
Well, this is what big men are for, right? Wagner just powers through the opposition.
Outside Tatum. Back to Brown, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the doctor. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Here's the doctor.
And
he gets the whistle. 2
Yeah, get him out of here.
It's on Porzingis. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah.
Down two.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But
11-11.
The trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And good that time. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's the doctor. He's covered by McConnell. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Bull. Another steal. McConnell against Mitchell. Good.
Let's
nice
go.
job down low. Mitchell's
Not
got his second basket of the night.
All-star mode.
And it's McConnell with
Down
the ball.
two.
He'll bring it up for Boston. The lead is 2.
Oh, come on.
And the shot goes in.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's
all up onto the.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as it gets fouled on the shot.
All up out of here,
down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the
that's
line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of this. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Let's go.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Outside Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Brown outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter. Nets trail by 8. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Where my shooters at?
Here's the 3. And Bull pulls it down.
Man.
Bull's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brown outside. And again, it's Boston converting.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Here's the doctor. Up and in on the layup. Doctor's got 13 points in the second half.
We down 8, y'all.
And
so that 3 was
driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like.
Oh, don't put me down, folks. Down 7.
It's making a switch here.
6 minutes left.
On the court right now for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Holiday. And it's Porzingis in at the center, filling out the middle. Left side, Brown.
Grab that.
Nets trail by 7. Pass to the doctor. Now Richards. Guarded by Porzingis. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot.
Richards, you better work on, bro.
Richards, no good. Celtics leading by 7. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tatum with the finish on a beautiful break.
Well, you talk about a full 180. His play here in the second half has really come on. You can see his confidence building.
The doctor passes to Whitehead. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The doctor off target from 3-point range.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Boston.
Well, I love how they're attacking the
Down
rim.
10.
That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Here's the Doctor, guarded by Holiday.
Whoa, that is crazy.
Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Boston again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough
on,
to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Not only is he putting up the
But
numbers,
threes,
but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
Outside Holiday.
We're down 7.
Fires for three. Good on the three-point
Oh,
shot.
wow.
Holiday's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Celtics.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a three, but now he's 1
That's
for
4
2
fouls,
deep in
no,
the
that's
second half.
Oh, my bad.
And he can't get the first one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Celtics.
4-4-4.
Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great team?
Yeah.
You want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
The Doctor passes to Thomas.
Good.
Drills the three-pointer. Thomas got 11 points here in just the
Down
second
6.
half.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Schroeder outside.
There we go. Oh, come on.
And the first one drops.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Nets trail by 8. The Doctor passes to Wagner. Here's the Doctor. Back to Wagner. And Thomas, here we go. Good from the moment it left his hand.
That
makes him 10 for 14.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Porzingis inside. He's defended by Wagner.
Oh, my bad, Daddy.
Schroeder on the assist by Tatum.
You still got 8.
Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Schroeder comes with the double team.
One more
Kuzma
pass out.
gets to Thomas. Here's the Doctor. Boom!
Told you I was going to get you, fool.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is
We're
safe.
down 6.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Schroeder finds Porzingis. And it's
don't
off from
believe in that.
three-point range. Nets trail
Let's
by
go.
6. Here's the Doctor. Pass to Thomas. Here's Whitehead.
Yeah, there you go. You
Here's
better
the
shoot
Doctor,
it.
guarded by Tatum. Kuzma against Schroeder.
Go.
Shot from 16. Kuzma, that's
Let's
good.
go, baby.
Now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
And easy to see why they turn to Kuzma in these moments. They trust him to go get one.
What's the cutter?
White on the wing. Thomas covering. Through contact, Tatum.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
Outside Thomas.
Another 3.
It's good from long range. Thomas got 29 in the game.
And and the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Here's Schroeder, and it's in there.
What the hell?
He's got 13 points in the second half.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, and
I don't want to
hopes
follow
that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Tatum.
Kuzma against Brown.
Man, that's the
Nobody near
dagger.
Schroeder. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one. Nets trail by 8. Here's the doctor. Kicks it out to Wagner. Here's
Shoot it,
Kuzma.
Kuzma.
Connects from
There we go.
range. Kuzma's got 5 points.
Wow.
in the quarter.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
There we go.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them
And that shot isn't the one
I'll take
they
that
should
foul
be
line.
taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And for the Nets, their shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%.
Nice read from Kuzma. Really good at finding the open teammate.
Yo, you're down
50
4.
seconds left to play here in the fourth. Brown, right side.
Oh, come on.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Here's the doctor. Count it!
Okay.
And now they trail by just 4.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The doctor passes to Wagner. Here's Kuzma.
Come on.
It falls.
Let's go.
What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this guy's
I can't foul, yo.
some big games, so the moment doesn't phase Kuzma. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And no first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Timeout called the Nets. They're behind by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Gotta dance like everyone's watching, dude. Like everyone's watching. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Down 4. Damn, why did you put us right here? Get that, Cam.
Brooklyn with the ball. Steps
Who's
back.
right behind you?
Thomas passes to the doctor. To the wing right side. Misses the 3. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Jalen
gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Lost this one game.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work.
Let's see if I can come in clutch
to close this one out.
Timeout called, the Nets. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work.
Okay.
Frames it from downtown.
Love the play there on the inbound. The
Foul
defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
And now they foul and stop the clock. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Don't let him make 2.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game. 7 seconds
got no
left in the
more
4th. Here's the doctor. No good from outside. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up.
It's cool though. All-star mode is not bad though.
You, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy,
only the 3rd loss of the
Anthony,
season,
and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Damn, though.
Don't beat yourself up till you check the tape.
Thank you. It was following me. But yo, let me step out real quick, though. I'll be right back. Yeah, we gotta get that W back though, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't like that. $50-3.
Kawhi out there tonight.
There he is. These are the games you have to win to be taken.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Wagner. And it's Thomas in at the shooting guard position. And for the Clippers, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Marcus Smart out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Boston in at the 3 spot. And Doris, with how these teams like to get out and run, we should see a lot of transition tonight.
We should, and it always makes for exciting basketball. But more importantly, BA, these are teams that create easy buckets. Everything in basketball cannot be a grind. That's why these two teams are fun to watch.
It'll be the Nets off the tip. Here's the Doctor, guarded by Russell. The Doctor, the pass to Whitehead. Pass to Doctor. Thomas with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Zubac. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was in Brooklyn.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Pass to Thomas. Here's the Doctor. 5 on the clock. From deep. Hits a 3-pointer.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
Here's Boston. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence at getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
Here's the Doctor, and the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to talk it over with his guys. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Pass to Whitehead. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
got to fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The doctor, the pass to Whitehead. And again into Brooklyn from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
I know.
Whitehead's got all 3 threes to fall. Dead-eye shooting. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's the doctor, guarded by Russell. Here's Wagner. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
The very definition of a stretch big, Mo Wagner finding his way into the mid-range. Nicely done.
Smart outside. Russell a screen on Thomas. Smart passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Driving in, and that one is stuffed right through.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
A volume 3-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
The doctor. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And the second free throw is good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. 7-point differential. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
Well, you know when your percentage from the field is in the low 30s, that means the game is not going your way.
Yeah, rough outing for their offense. You saw a spark here and there, but their main scorers just couldn't stay hot.
Now here's Russell. He's guarded closely. Pass to Smart.
Nets foul. Number 11.
Wow.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Out to the wing. Leonard inside. Kuzma on him. And it's rejected.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Whitehead passes to Thomas. Pass to Doctor. Shot clock at 5. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Kuzma for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Clippers trail by 9. Smart passes to Boston, and the call will be against Mo Wagner. That's his first foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
The 3 from Russell.
And they've had a rough opening from the field.
And the Clippers miss again. Here's the Doctor, guarded by Russell. The Doctor, pass to Whitehead. Thomas outside. Clock at 6. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Leonard. Brooklyn pulls it in. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You gotta be a good team to reach that feat.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Thomas. And Los Angeles making a change here. Levine's checked in.
Zach Levine.
tough call for his coach. Second foul already.
Clippers trail by 6. Zach LaVine out there with Keldon Johnson. Then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Hauser in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Now here's Mitchell. In his last outing, 8 points for him.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Christie passes to LaVine. LaVine in deep. The shake. And off the front iron, and in it goes. LaVine's got his second basket of the night.
Well, in a screen and roll situation, Zach makes the right decision.
Here's the doctor. Rebounded by Johnson.
After he pulled off that rare crossover, he had nothing left for the finish.
LaVine finds Smart. Pass to Christie. Johnson with it. Clock at 4. Outside for LaVine. And LaVine knocks down the 3.
LaVine's form is pure. That three-point shot is pretty.
Takes a step back. Here's the doctor. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to LaVine. And here's Johnson. Ooh, poked away. Here's Christie. Smart outside. Lets it go from deep. Claxton with a rebound. Here's the doctor. 38 points for him last game against Boston.
And he changed the game at the defensive end. I lost count of the turnovers he forced.
Back to Claxton. And that one drops for him.
He could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Smart passes to Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Johnson's got 9.
And it's clear Johnson is comfortable handling more responsibility on offense. Love the confidence there.
Pass to Clowney. Hauser grabs the board.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a...
Oh, a clear foul.
Hold on, y'all.